right, everybody, welcome back. My first guest is a reality TV icon and a self-made businesswoman with a multi-million-dollar company. Well, here she is talking about the crisis in Puerto Rico on the Real Housewives of New York City. Watch.
Nobody I know knows what I'm doing, so it's like very maddening because I'm up late at night and I can't get to sleep and I'm drinking a glass of vodka before bed because I'm on these chat rooms all night. When you hear like child is on a ventilator, people need insulin, you can't like, oh, let me put my phone down. But I thank you guys all so much. I'm glad we got to come here. I'm glad I got to bring somebody from my other life than this life to see it, because otherwise it doesn't seem real. You know what I mean? Like you're in your own head.
It seems real to me.
Hey, everybody, please welcome Bethenny Frankel. See you. What's up, girl?
How are you?
How you feeling?
Oh my God, my name has never been so large.
You like that?
I like that.
That's nice.
How
Big
is
name,
everyone?
big stars. Last time you were here, we talked about the hurricane relief effort and all the work that you've been doing in Puerto Rico, which I thought was absolutely fabulous. I really, really did. I thought it was fabulous.
Steve contributed and donated planes, and it really did. It did add up, everyone getting involved and the connecting, and once I got involved, I couldn't get out. It was like relief mafia. Once I got in, I was running this whole thing, and I couldn't unsee what I had seen. So I just kept going, and it was difficult to get out, and because I do have a daughter, and I do have a business, and I do have other priorities, but it was hard. I mean, I could have done it for my entire life. There's so much to do. It's not really just about what I did and what you did. It's about if everyone just does something and everyone gets inspired, and I found that. By watching what I've done, people have said, how do I get involved?
Exactly.
I did this one thing.
Exactly, that's what you did.
Yeah.
And because you were talking about your daughter, and she turned 8 yesterday.
Yes, my daughter turned 8.
That's pretty cool. Did you do anything special on her birthday?
Well, I have a new jeans line, Skinny Girl Jeans, that will launch this summer. And I had gone to a denim wash house where that's where they acid wash all the jeans, and you see like giant rocks. Like stone wash is actually stones. Did you ever think of it that way? I don't know. So through this amazing career that I have, I get to see things and say, oh, my daughter would love that. So I got to take her and her friends to a jeans wash house and have them each bring their own jeans and make them. And then we went to this Italian restaurant next door and had birthday cake. But she's artistic. She likes art.
Yeah.
So a lot of the things that I do, she finds interesting.
Well, she's got to. Her mom is entertainment. Her mom is busy being a mom. You're running all of these businesses and everything, your empire. Do you take time for dating, relationships? What you doing?
We've
talked about this several times.
I do. When I was really trying to date and try to online date and try to make it happen, I found it like a job, and it was very exhausting. Right? I mean, it actually can be like an exhausting job. I mean, you have to give up your full-time job and start that as a job. I've been with someone on and off for years, and it's like a partnership where if we're not being teammates and it's not working and one man's down and then the other man's down, we're trying to really kind of be good partners and be good teammates. And I think relationships are, oddly, this sounds cold, but a little bit like business. If both people aren't happy about it but slightly uncomfortable and giving up something or giving in something, it doesn't work. And so both partners have to say, all right, I'm in it for this. So I think we might be at that point, believe it or not. I haven't said that to anyone yet, but it's happened recently.
Well,
yeah.
All right, let's talk about this, because you're in your 10th season of Real Housewives of New York City. What's different about this season?
This is a pretty vulnerable and pretty open group of women who are going through some really crazy things. I mean, I cracked at the end of the season after doing 3 television shows, 5 house renovations, Puerto Rico, being a mother, which is the most important. I cracked, and I'm not a person that people normally see crack, and I did. I always say I'm a machine, but even machines break, and I broke.
You can fall down. Down ain't out.
No.
You just fall down.
No, and every day now, no matter what you say, post, do, somebody has a problem with it.
Hey, man, don't ask me how I really feel about something if you don't want to know how I really feel about it.
100%.
You know. And that's what people love about you, the fact that you have an opinion and you're not afraid to talk about it.
No.
I got a segment called Straight Talk. It's a
Okay.
panel where I have women come on, and Luann was on here.
Oh, perfect.
And I was cool with her. You know, she got in that big hike because they said they were mad at her for dressing up like Diana Ross.
Well, she had bronzer, but they said, but she did not, she's not a
But
racist.
bronzer is not blackface.
Well,
You put on bronzer, hell, the president.
The other day, I took a picture with my 2 dogs, and we had maracas, and we had sombreros on, and the mustache, and it was like Happy Cinco de Mayo. People were like, we're not like that, you're racist. By the way, I go to Mexico 8 times a year. I support the Mexican economy with my alcohol consumption alone, okay? I did not know. I literally didn't know. And so I took the picture down, and then I said to myself, you're a why did you just take that picture down? And it was late at night, so I thought, and I was in a Mexican restaurant run by Mexican people. The staff was Mexican, and they had maracas and sombreros around. So I'm like, wait, these Mexicans are okay with it, but overall I did something wrong? Like, I'm not a racist. I took a picture in a sombrero, but like, that's what I meant. Like, everyone's so sensitive. We need a rule book of what you're supposed to say.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm talking to, so you could disagree with me because you're American.
No. Hey, y'all, Bethenny's gonna be sticking around. Don't go away. We'll be right back. All right, folks, we're back with Bethenny Frankel. Hey, let me ask you a few questions in honor of the panel. Let's talk about this. This is the first topic.
Okay.
Age difference.
Okay.
Is it possible to have anything in common with a partner who's significantly older or younger than you?
Let's all decide together what's significant. More than 10 years? What's significant? That's a very subjective.
Let's say 20 years.
It's possible, of course. Music trips you up. You know when you get so excited about a song and you're like, oh yeah, it's Dancing Queen by ABBA or something, and the person next to you, people in my office look at me like, what is that song? I've never heard of that.
Yeah.
I think like 10 years should be the cutoff. I mean, listen, anything can happen. I could marry a unicorn, but you want to set yourself up for success.
Yeah.
And nothing is worse than a woman feeling all busted up and old when she's with a younger man. It's cute for a couple of months. But like, you know, it's the black circles and the lines and like...
How about this one? Changing your appearance for a man. Would you be offended if your significant other asked you to lose weight? Have you ever changed anything about your appearance for a man?
If my significant other asked me to lose weight, he'd have to be in a mental institution. But, you know, we can all have a double standard. If I was with a man who, while we were together, gained 50 pounds and wasn't sort of living a healthy lifestyle like the deal we made when we got together, I might say, you know, you might want to substitute a carrot for an onion ring once in a while. So I think reasonable concessions are okay.
A carrot for an onion ring. That's such a messed up swap. Because when you got a taste for an onion ring and she take it out your hand and put a carrot in it, what is this?
I'm just saying, I think it's part of a relationship. I mean, you don't want to be like, you know, your ass looks fat, change that.
My wife has said to me this, okay, Steve, I think we've gone too far. We got to walk back towards the light.
Is that an exercise metaphor or you mean literally?
Yeah, she's saying we've gone too far. We got to walk back towards the light. That means we've eaten enough and we need to start working out together.
Oh.
But she always looks way better than me anyway, so I know she really just talking to my ass.
Oh, it's weed. She's trying to make it a wig.
She gets weed.
Right.
Hey, last topic. Let's talk about this. Let me get your opinion on this. Career and relationship. Have you ever put your career on hold to secure a relationship?
I had it happen with the guy who was 9 years younger. He said, I'm a big part of your life, and that Andy Cohen came to my house to ask me back to the Housewives, and he said, I'm such a big part of your life, and my daughter, who's not on the show, is also obviously my entire life, and he said, I don't know how you can go back and do it. And to be honest, I thought about it. I really cared about him, I really loved him, and I thought about it, and I took a walk on the beach, and I said, what the hell no? I'm going back, I think it's the right thing to do, and I wasn't, no way. And we broke up. No. You can make concessions. You can't be a workaholic in a relationship, but no, it's hard to, as a woman, to become successful and to get your foot in the door. And if you have a chance, you have to go for it. And you have to have a partner that understands it. You have to. It's very
Absolutely.
hard.
Yeah. You gotta have a guy that understands that. Especially for women. A woman who becomes successful out here, in the business world or anywhere, you already know as a man how difficult of a grind that is
100.
for her.
But I will say, don't get this the wrong way. Women are amazing multitaskers. So to that point, once they get their foot in the door, there is no stopping a woman. I mean, none. I never think that way. I don't see age, race, gender. I don't think like that. I never have. I've never thought, like, what do you mean? I went into an all-male business, didn't even think like that. It was all cocktails, marketed to men, by men. But I will say, being a mother, I realized you've got a kid with a fever. You got to try to look like a halfway decent person. Get a lunch in there, get to the office, do the babysitting, get the homework done, have sex with your husband, the whole, look tan, look skinny, get your makeup on, the whole nine. We could definitely run a country or do anything.
Yeah, that's a true statement. You're absolutely correct. Women are better multitaskers. They are. Ladies and gentlemen, give it up for Bethenny Frankel. Hey, everybody, tune in tonight to Real Housewives of New York City at 9/8 Central on Bravo. And to donate to Bethenny's relief efforts, go to stevetv.com for information. We'll be right back, y'all.